Imagine driving on a highway, but instead of looking down at the ground, you look down at the clouds. You are driving higher than the Eiffel Tower, suspended by cables that seem to disappear into the mist. This isn't a dream. This is the Millau Viaduct in France. It is the tallest bridge in the world. An engineering miracle that doesn't just cross a valley. It flies over it. Before this bridge existed, the Tarn River Valley was a nightmare for drivers. Every summer, the small town of Millau became one of the worst traffic bottlenecks in Europe. Thousands of cars and trucks going from Paris to Spain had to snake down into the valley and crawl through the town's narrow streets. The traffic jams were legendary, sometimes stretching for tens of kilometers. France needed a solution. They needed a highway that could bypass the valley completely. But the valley was too deep and too wide. Building a bridge here seemed impossible. Enter British architect Norman Foster and French engineer Michel Verlagues. They proposed a daring design. A cable-stayed bridge that would be delicate and transparent, designed to touch the valley floor in only 7 points. The scale of the project was insane. The bridge is 2.5 kilometers long, but the real record is its height. The tallest pillar, P2, is 343 meters, 1,125 feet, tall from the ground to the top of the mast. That is 19 meters taller than the Eiffel Tower. It is the tallest structure in France. Building it required inventing new techniques. They started by building the 7 massive concrete pylons. To ensure they were perfectly vertical, they used GPS technology so precise it could detect a movement of just a few millimeters. Once the pillars were done, they faced the biggest challenge. How do you put a 36,000-ton steel road deck on top of pillars that are hundreds of meters in the air? You don't lift it, you slide it. In one of the most nerve-wracking engineering operations in history, they built the road deck on solid ground on both sides of the valley. Then, using powerful hydraulic jacks, they slowly pushed the two halves of the road out over the void, towards each other. They moved at a speed of just 9 meters per hour. Took weeks. If the wind was too strong, or if the calculations were slightly off, the massive steel structure could have tipped and crashed into the valley below. But on May 2004, the two halves met perfectly in the middle. When it opened in December 2004, it was an instant icon. It solved the traffic problem, cutting the crossing time from hours to just minutes. But it's more than a shortcut. Driving on it is a surreal experience. On certain mornings, when the valley below fills with thick fog, the pillars disappear, and the road seems to float on a sea of clouds. It is a rare example of infrastructure that is also art. The Millau Viaduct is proof that concrete and steel don't have to be ugly. It's a monument to human ingenuity that enhances the landscape instead of destroying it. A bridge that takes us, literally, to the clouds. What do you think? Would you be scared to drive across it? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this story of extreme engineering, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.